This is the first Paul's Place Pulse newsletter put together by the newsletter team. Our first article is Halloween 2025. Boo! On Friday the 31st of October, we celebrated our first Halloween in the new building. We had a selection of games to start the day, including the mummification game, staff horse racing, and piñata smashing that were made by our art group over the last couple of weeks. After lunch, we had a game of bingo, prizes for the best dressed, as chosen by our team leaders, Isaac and Luke, were winners. We then made the team leaders do the time warp on their last day. A spectacular time was had by all.
Our next article is the last day of the team leaders. On the 31st of October was the last day of Heather and Andy's role as team leaders. Heather is now Lady of Leisure following her retirement, and Andy gets to play a lot of golf on his days off in the week. You're both done so much for Paul's Place and the members over the past decade, and we all are grateful.
And the next article is travel news. This was written by Laura Chick. I travel a lot because my dad is an airline pilot. I love South Africa because of the beautiful landscapes and general vibe. I recently went to Pisa and Siena in Italy. The food was excellent, and I do recommend going to Italy. The old towns, however, were on steep hills and had cobble roads. I saw the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Siena, and I saw the cathedral, and I had coffee in the main square. The people were friendly, and I had a great holiday. Interesting facts about the Tower of Pisa. It was built to show off and with stolen money, and it is known for its almost 4-degree lean, which is the result of an unstable foundation, and you can climb to the top of it. Interesting facts about Siena Cathedral. It is a Romano Gothic masterpiece known for its black and white marble, a reference to Siena's coat of arms. It has works by Michelangelo and Nicola Pisano, and it was built in dedication to the Virgin Mary, symbolising that no other building can compare to the beauty of hers.
Our next article is the film review by Hannah Webb. The title of the film is Maria, and it stars Angelina Jolie. Synopsis is a biopic about Maria Callas, the world's greatest opera singer, about the last few years of her life. Angelina played the part of Maria and pulled out all the stops. Cinematography was out of this world. The film was an emotional roller coaster which made you happy and sad. You go into the cinema not knowing much about Maria, but by the time the credits rolled, you knew more about the lady. I feel that this film deserves 4.5 stars out of 5. Opera lovers or not, see this film.
This is our gardening article with winter gardening tips by Scott Farragher. Outside is not so inviting at this time of year, so bring any pots nearer the house so you can enjoy them. Bird feeders are best sighted so you can see them too. Keep them stocked and clean. You may need to add hot water to a frozen bird bath. This is a good time to prune bushes, as you will not be disturbing wildlife. Some plants shouldn't be pruned in the winter. Carry on deadheading. Any leaves can go on the compost heap. Paths may become slippery, so report any green areas. If it is frosty, they will need salting an hour before use. Some plants which are frost tender can be protected with an old bedsheet and then bubble wrap. As the plant is dormant enough, light should reach it. Houseplants. If you are buying plants for Christmas, don't choose those in full flower, but look for buds instead. They should be wrapped in paper to prevent condensation and take care when bringing home that they aren't subjected to temperature changes. Be aware that some plants are poisonous to pets, so check this if your pet is likely to chew or rub against them. Favourite plants for this time of year are indoor cyclamen, amaryllis and poinsettias. They can be encouraged to flower again. If you want to try this, Google knows.
Now it's time for a poem by Zach Blacker called December Song. Every day is special, I'm not complaining, but I'm always counting the days remaining till Christmas. Ever since I was a little, I believed in the myth of the magic of December the 25th, thinking of the joys of all the little girls and boys, the looks of joy as they open their toys. And I've thought about it now and again, peace on earth, goodwill to all men. It really can't be that hard to make them more than words on a Christmas card. So everybody heed my call. Let's give Santa the best present of all. Keep the spirit bright and clear, not just at Christmas, but every day of the year.
Our next article is a music review. This is written by Paul Neath. Although I was born in 1973, I love the 60s music era, especially the Beatles, which my family introduced me to. Although I like all kinds of music, the 60s is my favourite. My favourite song/album is Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane, as it sums up the time in 3 minutes. And it frustrates me that it never got to number 1 because Engelbert Humperdinck got there with Release Me, although it tops every survey in the Beatles' music. I was lucky enough to spend a few days in Liverpool for my 40th birthday, and we took the Beatles tour by taxi, where we visited all the Beatles' homes and had a trip down Penny Lane, where we each were given a penny from the wall. And we went into the Cavern Club and also visited the Crack, which is the pub that John Lennon frequented. The tour took 2 hours, and the hotel we stayed in was next door to the Beatles Experience Museum. I would recommend the tour to any Beatles fan.
Our next article is the Christmas Fair 2025. On Saturday, the 6th of December 2025, was the inaugural Christmas Fair at Paul's Place Hub. The day was a great success. We had many attendees from the community and our membership, and the atmosphere was buzzing. Attractions included a Santa's Grotto, stalls from the community and members, Yorkshire pudding Christmas dinner wraps, elf hunt, guess the name of the teddy, raffle, lottery, good vibe glitter station, and the opportunity for kids to buy and wrap a present for their loved ones. We were able to raise a total of at least £2,000 for Paul's Place.
We carried out an interview with Don Carey. We first of all asked him what his interests and hobbies were. He said that he's watching TV and film and listening to music, quizzes and shows. We asked him to tell us something we didn't know about him. I've been to the Philippines to do an exchange visit at school. What was his first job? That was volunteering at St. Rose's School. What would his last supper be? Seafood pasta. What is your favourite song or artist group? My favourite artist is Ed Sheeran and the song Dancing Queen. My least favourite is any really heavy metal and the song La 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 by Sam Smith. And what was one of your favourite memories? That's cuddling up to my mum on the sofa watching TV when I was little. Next, we interviewed Linda Williams. What are your interests or hobbies? DIY hiking with Mabel in the Welsh mountains or long distance hiking like the 5-day hike in Machu Picchu. We asked her to tell us something we didn't know about her. I can ski backwards. I sailed on the Winston Churchill schooner ship. What was your first job? That was in the Women's Royal Navy Service as a communications operator. What would her last supper be? Parma ham, melon and a cheese board. What is your favourite song or artist or group? I love the 60s and 80s music. What is one of your favourite memories? My time in the Royal Navy and the camaraderie and social side of it. Next, we interviewed Sue Weaver. We asked her what her interests and hobbies were. Opera, performing on stage with a large orchestra. We asked her to tell us something we didn't know about her. I received a Lifetime Achievement Award for the Southwest Teacher in 2008. What was your first job? It was a Saturday job at Leonard's Shoe Shop in Broadmead in 1966. What would your last supper be? Pasta bolognese, my recipe, and a glass of red wine. What was your favourite song and or artist or group? I saw the Beatles in 1963-64 in Bristol. All You Need Is Love sang at the Colston Hall. What is one of your favourite memories? Visiting Istanbul and seeing the mosques. Next, we interviewed Vicky Maggs. We asked her what her interests and hobbies were. I like going to football and concerts. We asked her to tell us something we didn't know about her. I went to London and we did a review on different things for a TV show called Exchange. What was your first job? I haven't had a job. What would your last supper be? Roast dinner with all the meats. What is your favourite song and or artist group? My favourite artist is McFly and the song Red. My least favourite is One Direction and the song Pink Pony Club. What is one of your favourite memories? Meeting McFly, JLS and diversity. And now we come to our comedy corner. First of all, our super serious horoscopes. And we're starting with Aries, which is between March the 21st and April the 19th. You'll start a new project with unstoppable enthusiasm and abandon it 48 hours later when a new shinier idea appears. Try not to declare yourself a CEO of everything this week. Taurus, April the 20th to May the 20th. You'll have a deep spiritual awakening when you realise your favourite snack is on sale. Treat yourself, you deserve it, but your bank account may disagree. Gemini, May the 21st to June the 20th. You'll give amazing advice to a friend and then completely ignore it in your own life. Duality at its finest. Mercury approves. Cancer, June the 21st to July the 22nd. You'll get emotional over a commercial about dogs. Again. The moon says hydrate and maybe log off social media after 2 a.m. Leo, July the 23rd to August the 22nd. Someone will compliment your hair and you'll think about it for the next 7 days. Just remember, not everything is a stage performance, but also it kinda is. Virgo, August the 23rd to September the 22nd. You'll spend 3 hours organising your to-do list and forget to actually do anything. Stars suggest taking a break before you alphabetise your sock drawer again. Libra, September the 23rd to October the 22nd. You'll try to make a simple decision, like what to eat, and spiral into a 45-minute internal debate. The universe says just get both. You'll still feel guilty, but at least you'll be full. Scorpio, October the 23rd to November the 21st. Someone will test your patience. You'll smile sweetly while plotting their downfall in your head. The stars admire your passion, but maybe tone down the dramatic music. Sagittarius, November the 22nd to December the 21st. Adventure calls. Unfortunately, it's your credit card company asking about your mysterious travel charges. Try exploring your living room instead. Capricorn, December the 22nd to January the 19th. You'll achieve something impressive this week. No one will notice, but it's okay. Just add it to your secret list of triumphs for your eventual autobiography. Aquarius, January the 20th to February the 18th. You'll come up with a genius idea that could change humanity forever. Then forget it because you didn't write it down. The cosmos suggests sticky notes. Pisces, February the 19th to March the 20th. You'll have a prophetic dream that makes no sense until 3 months later. Or maybe it's just the cheese that you ate before bed. Either way, it's deep. Okay, the next article is Simon Hill's Gripes of the Season. Why do we have to buy presents for everyone else? It's pointless. And why can't you buy single packs of roast chicken crisps in most supermarkets? And stop delaying Grand Theft Auto 6. Why do shops hike the prices up at Christmas? Stop it! And now, the jokes of the season. What happens if you eat too many Christmas decorations? You get tinselitis. Why was the snowman looking through the carrots? He was picking his nose. Why did Santa get a parking ticket on Christmas Eve? Because he left his sleigh in a snow parking zone.
This is a recipe for spaghetti bolognese and it serves 5 people. This was made by members at Paul's Place. The ingredients are spaghetti, beef mince, 2 diced onions, celery diced, carrots diced, tomato passata, tomato puree, garlic chopped, chopped tomatoes, salt, pepper, Italian herbs, Marmite, and cheddar or Parmesan cheese. The method is as follows. 1. Fry the mince until it's brown and put aside. Save some of the juice. 2. Fry the onions in a little oil. 3. Add the celery and carrots and garlic. 4. Add the chopped tomatoes and add the passata and half a tube of tomato puree. 5. Add the mince back in. 6. Season with salt, pepper, Marmite and herbs to taste. 7. Simmer for 20 minutes or longer for better flavour. 8. 10 minutes before serving, start cooking the pasta. 9. When the pasta is cooked, drain and serve immediately. 10. Add cheese if you want. Bon appetit!
And that concludes our Paul's Place newsletter. Please stay tuned for the next one. Till then, take care of yourselves and each other.